Good morning. My name is Kristian Rose. I serve on the board of directors for Redeemed Ministries. My family and I attend Woods Edge Community Church in Spring, a church that's been involved in the work of Redeemed really since the ministry's inception. To the many local churches who partner with our work, I want to say thank you. Without the investment that you make, without the partnership that you provide, we could not do what we do at Redeemed. We, in very literal and strict terms, depend upon your support. As you know, the issues and obstacles that the women in our care face are complex and variable, and they are ongoing. But here is what I find tremendous encouragement in. Everything they need for their healing and restoration and success can be found within the walls of local churches. Even just speaking very practically right now, we're currently in need of pro bono doctors and dentists who would be willing to provide services for these women. We're in need of small business owners who are willing to provide second chance jobs, safe apartment complexes who are willing to work with us and our clients to provide safe housing while they work to establish new professions and work to establish lines of credit. We need individuals who are willing to teach classes and organize groups and help women understand how to write a resume or dress for an interview or to get their arms around the administrative and professional skills required to succeed in the workplace. And even in addition to these individual volunteers that we are so grateful for, we really value the work of groups that many of our local church partners organize for us. Significant portions of the work that we have to do at Redeemed can be accomplished by Sunday school classes and small group Bible studies. You may know that the Sparrow House, which is critical to the care and success of the women in our program, sits safely on about 5 acres of land, which means that we have 5 acres worth of constant projects and upkeep and just very practical logistical issues in making sure that the facilities that these women depend upon are fit and ready for their use. And so there's all kinds of ways that we can help groups engage in the work that we do. Now, while some of the work of Redeemed can be done by volunteers, of course, major portions of it really can only be accomplished by specially trained, full-time professionals committed to the work of restoration. And for that work to happen, we really rely upon local churches to provide funding. And so let me say that if your church has not yet partnered with the work of Redeemed, we would love to talk to you more specifically about the work we do and what it would mean for you to invest in this work and how we can be stewards of those gifts and come alongside the mission of your church to bring about restoration in the lives of women who have been abused and exploited in this community. If your church has partnered in the past and it's been a while since you've given, please understand that I mean this not to be sensational, but to be truthful. We need your support even today. There are going to be women today and this week who are emancipated from the control of a pimp or trafficker. And it may very well be that the support of your church and your community is the difference between them finding a caring and competent aftercare solution or being turned away and sent back to a vulnerable situation wherein they may very likely be re-exploited. Now, speaking as a former full-time pastor, and then later as a former full-time employee of an anti-trafficking organization, in over 15 years of working with churches to address the issue of human trafficking, I've been in a lot of church situations and I've dealt with a lot of church members. Probably like some of you, I've dealt with a lot of church members who have complained to me about a lot of things. The offering at the coffee bar, the number of parking spaces available, the timing of the children's program offerings. But in over 15 years, I've never once heard a church member complain to me that the leadership of their church invested too much time or too much money in providing care and restoration for women exiting situations of a commercial sexual exploitation. And so I feel confident in saying that your church's investment in this work is going to be a well-received and well-placed investment. I want to say just in closing a special word of thanks to our partner churches who made special financial gifts in honor and recognition of the 10-year anniversary of the Sparrow House. The work in that home is critical to the success that these women are experiencing and to the new lives that they are forming. And so thank you for what you've done. By God's help, and grace, we hope to continue to serve with excellence. And by God's grace, we hope to soon see a day where the work of Redeemed is no longer necessary. But so long as it is, we rely upon and are grateful for your continued partnership. So thank you.